As soon as I tried to sleep, it seems that the door of the room was open. I immediately opened my eyes and started looking at the door. This person had ruined my sleep in one night. I was in my confusion. Don't know when he would come to see his son. Then he would start looking at me too. Thinking about all this, don't know when I fell asleep, but I woke up on a gentle sound. A little hand was pulling my shirt. When I opened my eyes, it was Johan, who was watching me, playing, and pulling my shirt at the same time. I fell in love with this little baby. I kissed his forehead. Maybe he was hungry. I immediately picked him up and stood up. There was a boiling water on the side table. Rohan washing feeders were also there, and milk powder was also there. I immediately made the feeder and feed him. I talked to Rohan for a while. Rohan was looking at me very carefully. Sometimes he would even smile slightly when the door of the room was opened after a knock. Junguk was standing in the front of me, dressing in a night dress. He had not eaten the room, seeing me awake and see his child in my arm. He closed the door and left. I breathed a sign of relief. Next morning, Rohan was awake when I came out for a breakfast. By the time, Junguk had probably gone to office. The maid started asking me about the breakfast. Just a cup of tea and 2 slices. Nothing else. Rohan was in my lap. The maid had prepared the breakfast and placed it on the table and was standing in front of me. Is Rohan's mother alive? The maid looked a deep breath and said, No, she had died after giving birth. It was a great shock for Mr. John. He loved his wife very much. Mr. John's life was happy for just 1 year, but after you left, we never saw a smile on his face. Then after the doctors about young master, Mr. Chong was completely broken. I don't know why, but I was curious about Mr. John's wife was like. If Jungkook think I'm average, then she must be very beautiful, because I'm not the one who are those from average boys. I don't know why, but I was so. I was looking at the wall of the lounge to see if there any picture. Then I asked the maid, Is there any picture of your son and his wife? Yeah, there is in Mr. John's rooms, but no one allows us go there. I was surprised to hear that. Why? I don't know. Maid cleaned their rooms in front of them, and then Mr. John locked it before going to office. Madam clothes were hanging in the same way in her wardrobe. Even her makeup was arranged on her dressing table. Mr. John has never removed anything related to her. He loved you very much. For a moment, I felt sorry for Jungkook. If his wife was alive today, his life would be much better. The shock of his wife and the grief of his son over him was probably the reason. Time was passing like this. 6 months has passed. Rohan had become to me. But about Jungkook, I still only know as much as I heard on the first day that his wife was passed away. He would only talk to me a little about Rohan. Now I never faced any difficulty in sleeping in the open room because he never looked at me wrongly, never tried to look at me. He would just look down and ask about her baby. I didn't expect that you were able to handle my son so well, Theo, he said to me during the meal, and I said, Why did you think that? Rohan was now starting sitting up. He was sitting on my lap and I was feeding him. At the same time, was also eating. Because you are not married, he said, and my hand was stopped for a moment. I was a little surprised to hear that, to see this. Jungkook lowered his eyes and was looking at his plate and talked to me. Take care of children has nothing to do with being married. Yeah, after seeing you, my thinking has also changed. Everyone has their own opinion, Mr. John, but I never considered Rohan as my duty. He was so sweet that I fell in love for him. A faint smile across Jungkook's face. Then he got up and left. For several days, I have noticed that he didn't open the door and looked. Perhaps he started trusting on me. In evening, Rohan was asleep. And I also noticed that because he kept waking up for many hours at night, he kept playing and wake me up. As long as he would awake, I couldn't sleep. I just had closed my eyes and a sudden noise what made me open my eyes. I feel like a guest had come into the lounge. I took Rohan in my lap. As soon as I came out of the room, a woman was standing in front of me, and a 20 or 24-year-old girl with her. There was also a young man with who seen me. Minji, who is this boy? The maid said. He's young master caretaker. Oh, so he's my Rohan's maid. Saying this, she came to me and took Rohan from her lap. But Rohan was not used to being anyone else's lap because he mostly stayed with me. Junguk only held Rohan for a few hours at night. He used to talk to him, play with him. The rest of the responsibilities was on me. He didn't stay anyone else expect me. As soon as he went to that woman, Rohan started crying. What kind of child is it? Children laugh when they live and sit in other people's laps. And this poor guy didn't even make a sound when he cried. Only tears. Whoever you are, just give him to me. I quickly grabbed Rohan and held him closer to me. I said to get him. Then he stopped crying. The girl standing next to him said, Mom, are you watching? We went another city for a few months and Junguk had hired someone else for his son. She said in a phone. However, the young man was looking at me. I don't know why, but I don't feel good. I returned to my room. Then I found out that the maid, this woman was Jungkook's aunt, and the girl was his daughter, and that young man was his son. When Jungkook came at night, they all were sitting at the dining table. I was come with Rohan. As soon as I started sitting in the chair, the woman said, Hey, why are you sitting here? What do you mean, aunt? Obviously, he has to eat, so he will sit here. Come on, Jungkook. I don't like this habit of yours at all. Keep them in their limits. Oh boy, give Rohan to Shahar. She will take care of him. You go and sit in the kitchen and eat. The other maids are eating. Before I could give Rohan to Saha, Jungkook said, Auntie, please, Thing is not made. Please sit down and eat. His aunt was staring at Jungkook. Her daughter was also dressed as she was in a fashion show. She was silent in front of Jungkook, but as soon as he went to office next day, the door of my room was open and that woman and her daughter came in.